Hi, my name is Rasmus Jørgensen and I'm Senior Researcher at AgroIntelli. I will show you one of the cool features about having eyes on your Robotti and letting the cloud turning it into intelligence, agricultural intelligence. What you're looking at here is tree maps generated based on images collected with our CropEye system. And it's collected, you can see the date here, the 19th of April while tine weeding, the 20th of April while tine weeding, and the 29th. And it's a Thistle density map. So you can see here that white is 0 to 1 and 1 to 5 thistles per image, which is 0.8 square meters. And 5 to 10, so it's kind of logarithmic. So when you come up here, you're really kind of fucked. I don't think you'll see this many thistles, but already here with thistles, you're not happy when it's green. The cameras are sitting in front of Robotti. You can see the lift here, the bumper. You have the camera here, and you have two cameras, two spots. Floodlights, and then you collect the images and they're being uploaded while Robotti is working, or using an SSD if you don't have bandwidth enough. So we can have a look at these images. Let's go to full screen here. What we then can do is let's have a look so you get an idea of what I talk about. The red here, it's a count of 21 thistles, it claims that. Then let's have a look. You can see some thistles here, but Robotic can offer help. So if you ask for enrichment, it will put bounding boxes on it. So now you can see the purple boxes is what it thinks is thistles. The blue one is dicots, and the red ones is what it considers as monocot weeds. And there's a lot of couch grass here, and this is a winter rye field which is really have a near-death experience in many parts, but that's another story due to a very wet winter. So now you can do a virtual field walk. That's what we call it. You walk the field. So if you take a lower density count, a green one for example, this one claiming there is a lower count, it's interpolated maps. So of course the counts is based on multiple what's it called, images. You can also press the info button here, then you get a summary saying that there's 273 dicots. It claims there's a lot of monocots, and there's 3 thistles. Let's have a look at the thistles. So you can see there's a thistle here, there's a thistle here, and let's see if we can find another one. This looks like thistle, but it's not. Here is one. It hasn't seen. But I will say that it's pretty accurate in these quite complex domains identifying. You can see the crop is not marked. It's finding, I think it's called couch grass, which is something you really don't want. So now we have, let's zoom out so we can look at all tree dates. Something like this. So you can see here, remember that the camera is in front, so you don't see what is happening after the implement. But when we were time reading the first time, there was a lot of thistles in this area here, and I here there is also a lot. And you can see the images are not collected from the same spot. It's a random generator. So you can see the pattern here is not the same. It's to avoid systematic patterns. If you have a systematic pattern and there is a systematic pattern in the field, that's not a good cocktail. So you can see that the pattern is kind of the same. That's a good thing. For me, saying we have an image system, but it's also saying that thistles are not really getting killed. There is some lowering in the density. And that's not a surprise when you do tine weeding. You could also, there's many ways of looking at a problem. You could look at it as a coverage. How much does the thistle cover of the image, the thistle bounding boxes? Let's have a look. I can see running a screencast doing this at the same time is a challenge for my laptop. And then the last one. This is based on how much does it cover. So you can see here is 11%, 10. This is a bad one. So this is also kind of logarithmic, but it shows you that doing the tine weeding, thistles hasn't moved. That's a good thing, because now you know where to walk the field if you want to do an inspection or if you want to change your mode of action here. If you were a conventional farmer, we could translate this into shapefile and then you could spray it either with Robotti or with a conventional sprayer. You could patch spray it. Yeah, so this was an introduction to how you can use the temporal information you get while Robotti is working. So this is added value while Robotti is doing tine weeding, inter-row weeding, band spraying, or all the different things Robotti is capable of. I've also used it when you do seeding. Then the farmers often claim that there's no weeds, but if you're doing rotary cultivation or low-till management, then I can see where the weed is still, at least the weed dense areas. So this was a brief introduction to thistle mapping, and I will come back to other ways of looking at it. This is what I do while I'm waiting for maize or sugar beet maps, and then we can have a look at that. Thank you.